The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback will keep it. Bring him down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw for it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the second quarter. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. On the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. St. Clair. Still looking. All kinds of time in the pocket. Down the middle it goes. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Looking downfield. It's St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left sideline beautifully for the chunk play. Here come the Irish again, this time doing it through the air.
And getting a little balance, right? We talked about how they like to be physical and they like to run the football. But when you get that balance going, man, it makes it easy to call plays, start to settle in, everything looking good on offense.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And that last completion left him with 2nd and 1. And this is a fun moment for an offensive coordinator. He stopped it. He's got enough to move the chain.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him. He slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Left side is Flanagan. Snags it and he's open. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And he tacks on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Trying to get the corner. Quick toss. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Levin. Got the tight end outside. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They send the tight end in motion, changing the routes with his receiver. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Makes the grab. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more...
Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. Snapped on 4th down. He rifles one deep down the middle. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Levin. Fires left. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Making the adjustment. He's looking to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They go play action with St. Clair. Out wide right, it's Danzy. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Tavian St. Clair fires to the wideout. Working that left side. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw at St. Clair. They're all over him. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Laterals it back. Rush right in his face. And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Tavian on the play action. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellows, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Louisville taking on the Duke Blue Devils. And it's the Cardinals looking for a second win after the opening week loss. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, it's been a defensive struggle so far in this game. In the first half, we saw that, and I guess the question is in the second half, can these defenses keep it up? It looks like this one can. Getting a sack there on second down. They're still playing with a tremendous sense of urgency.
Quarterback changing the play. To the air, it's Levitt. Buying time to his right. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. It's caught. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34. And what an electrifying play.
And man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. And that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide open receiver.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Tigers! And that one will put them up here in the second half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Out wide left, it's Coleman Williams. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Bettis. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
St. Clair from the gun on third down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points. And again,
look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Again, it's St. Clair. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Uh-oh, look out. Turning it on. The 50. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They go play action with St. Clair. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Notre Dame right back to the line. They'll run it. It's Mobley. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Defense in press coverage. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Calls his own number. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. With that score, number 1 might be staggering.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
That's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing St. Clair. Right side, it's Young.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Guys, LSU has the lead here. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Defense wants to bring the heat. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down.
A really nice job by the defense, understanding the situation. We know they like to run the touch pass. Great job.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. St. Clair to throw for it on fourth. Looking to the big tight end. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And it's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Moves the pocket. It's Levin. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
And man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on third down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the first down, and
got enough space. Touchdown, Tigers. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. St. Clair. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Second and long here. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. He's going to take a shot. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Run the gun on third down, St. Clair. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
On third and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Fourth down, St. Clair. Throwing right. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Got his man to the left. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Keeping his eyes downfield. Now he'll let one fly down the left side.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage.
Unleashes one deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Snags it. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy.
Fires toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And as a defense, you just went, whoo! He just dodged a bullet. Not great coverage. An opportunity for them to get a touchdown, and it goes right through his hands. Little bit of lack of concentration, and that cost him 6 points.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on fourth down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult.
Trying to rumble in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Making the adjustment on the play. Back to pass, it's Levin. Fires to the middle. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Complete in the middle. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Berry. Breaks into the open. The 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tavian St. Clair. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bettis. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
I like the aggressiveness by this offense. The defense is probably thinking run, right? They want to get a new set of downs, get a first down. They choose to be aggressive, but they don't protect their quarterback. And now the defense has flipped the script. Now they got a third down situation where they know they're passing and they can get after the quarterback.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Defense still with a couple of timeouts. They can force the issue, make the offense snap it again as they take a knee on this one.